Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he... Takes it inside the 40.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Steelers nothing.
To the air, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Finding Knox there, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 20! And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Allen rolling to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Steelers.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, on for the point after.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Steelers come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
57.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Bills.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
First down, Buffalo.
Now Scarborough able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Scarborough, the ball.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
To number 80.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's going to go up top again. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window. Everything is flipped in the other direction.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
17-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On play action, Allen going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Allen to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 24. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
3 yards.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the... And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.